content automation just got so much easier because Blotato, one of the most used tools when it comes to auto-publishing content, just released their own n8n node, which makes managing content so much more seamless than before. So I'm creating this update video to one of our most popular lessons here in our platform so that you can also take advantage of these new nodes. So that when you have a given content that you want to be posted, you can just let this automation run in the background on the schedule of your choice, and you'll have those videos posted to TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Threads, Twitter, Pinterest, and even images at Blue Sky. So let's go through it. By the way, if you're new here, my name is Jay. I lead Robo Labs, which is our agency arm helping mostly brands and content businesses use AI in meaningful ways. And I also lead the RoboNuggets community. We have several hundred members now who are all AI practitioners located across the globe. And in RoboNuggets, our mission is simple, is to make AI easy to learn and earn from for anyone who wants to, even if you don't have any technical background at all. In fact, to make this super easy, I'll be uploading this template in the link below, which also includes this step-by-step setup guide so that you can follow along to this video and set up this workflow by yourself as well. But just to quickly demonstrate how this automation works, for this demo, our intention is to post this clip of Johnny Ive and Sam Altman speaking and auto-publish it to all the social media platforms that accept video. So similar to before, you can see this automation is hooked up with a Google Sheet as our logging template, which if we open that, you can see it's essentially a simple mechanism for us to list down the content that we want to post here, as well as a caption. So you can imagine this Google Sheet as sort of the endpoint of another automation. If let's say you're generating videos, you can store the final video here in this Google Sheet, similar to what we did in our other lessons here in our platform. And looking at this Google Sheet, you can see this row. If I open this URL, that will lead straight to that clip that we want to post. And so when this automation runs on the schedule that we wanted to, what it will do is grab that video, push it to Blotato servers so that we can ready it for upload, and then publish it to all of the social media channels in turn. And then finally, it will update that Google Sheet so that row is marked as done. And the next time it runs, it will get this next content piece to post. And now we can see that clip published to TikTok, that's published to YouTube, on Instagram, in Facebook, Threads, on Twitter, and even LinkedIn. Pinterest and Blue Sky are also available like before, but we just didn't show it for this demo because currently Pinterest requires extra approval, which we're still getting. And for Blue Sky, it only accepts images at the moment. So if you want to see how I tested those, if you have use cases for them, you could just watch this original video because this new workflow functions very similarly to this previous video that we made and which got a lot of traction previously. But I did want to create this video because these new n8n nodes by Blotato really makes content automation so much easier because it gives you a lot of flexibility and is actually quite simple to set up. So just to showcase the three main differences that I think is worth highlighting. And then once we go through it, I'll show you step by step how you can enable this for your space as well. But the first benefit is the fact that you don't even need to check their JSON documentation anymore just to send a request in the proper format. And just to illustrate what we mean by that, we can actually look at the previous workflow here, where if I open just one of these nodes, you'll see that in order to use this Blotato integration, you need to understand the syntax of how to request from Blotato in the first place, which is pretty detailed and has a potential to change over time as well. But if we look at the corresponding YouTube node here, the main difference is those previous parameters are now available as toggles. So you can simply choose on YouTube whether you want this to be public, private, or unlisted, if you want to notify subscribers. And you can even add extra options here, such as the Made for Kids attribute, which is unique to YouTube. And apart from YouTube, if you look at the TikTok node, that also highlights this same point and benefit because TikTok uniquely has a lot of parameters actually. So in the previous module, if you look at this, you need to declare them one by one in the JSON structure format that we had before, but this time they exist as toggles, which is pretty cool. And of course, each of those you can change to expressions as well. So if in case you're posting different types of content, one is AI generated, one is not AI generated, you can potentially declare that in your Google Sheet tracking mechanism so that you or your client can feed that information from within Google Sheet and just map it here so that it adjusts depending on the content that you're trying to post. And then the second benefit is that you actually don't need to expose or fetch account IDs anymore. And again, comparing it to the previous version, if we open Instagram here, you'll see that for each of these social platforms to work, you need to manually declare your account ID, which is a numerical ID that identifies your own account from within Blotato's system so that Blotato can properly map which account or page to post to. Now, the great thing about the new nodes is that those account IDs are pretty much abstracted at this point because if you have your credential with Blotato already set up, it will actually fetch your accounts for you without you even needing to know what your internal Blotato account ID is in the first place, which is pretty good. But if you do want to provide it the ID, that's available as an option as well. But for most use cases, I imagine imagine that this list dropdown is probably what most of us would be using. And then finally, I think the third highlight is that creation of threads, especially for text-based social platforms, is actually much easier now. So I made a video on this previously where we used the old Blotato HTTP request method. And if you watch that, the automation was actually done using the JSON structure as well. But here, if I open Twitter, for example, you now have an optional attribute called thread, where let's say if you want to add in tweets at the bottom of your main tweet, you can just click add thread here, and you can add multiple as well. And all you need to do is to drag the relevant fields here in this text and media URLs. So if we want a quick example, I'll just quickly show. We'll just try dragging in the caption here. In reality, of course, you will need different tweets for this thread, but just to illustrate, I'll just be sharing the same video and caption there. But now if we re-execute this step, hopefully this would work. That seems to be successful. And if you look at our account, you have the main tweet here, and then you have the corresponding second and third succeeding tweet at the bottom. And that option is available also for Instagram threads and even for Blue Sky. So all the text-based social platforms have them available. So overall, I think the other benefit for sure is the fact that if Blotato's API configuration changes, then they just have to update this community node and it should apply for any user without you having to go back to your HTTP request nodes and reconfigure them by relooking at the documentation. So this is a really good move, not just by Blotato, but also n8n, because these community-built nodes have actually been recently enabled and approved by n8n. So kudos to the n8n team as well for this initiative. So how do we start using these new nodes? Well, to make it easy, I included a step-by-step guide here, which we'll just go through, because the very first step is to just make sure that you've already updated your n8n version. So if you click on this link, where the URL is just this that I have here, just make sure that you are on the latest stable version at least, and that you have enabled this verified community nodes toggle. And once you have that, just open any workflow and find the Blotato node, which should now appear for you. And if it's your first time using this, you just need to install it here. And to make it easy, I suggest just downloading the template, which I'll upload in the link below. And as per usual, in n8n, you can just import it from file by clicking this area. And that should open up the template for you along with all of those instructions. And once you're here, you just need to update the nodes that you need to use your Blotato credentials. So the way you do that is you open any of these nodes under the credentials section. The only thing you need is this API key, which to get that, you just need to create an account with Blotato. If you use the link below, you can try it for free. Or if you're part of RoboNuggets, just make sure to use our discount code there. It's pretty significant. And in your dashboard, if you go to your settings under API, this is where you can get your API key, which you can just paste here. So if you do that for the nodes that you would need, then your account should auto-populate here as well. But if in case they're not appearing, it may be possible that under your accounts, you haven't logged into that specific channel or platform yet. So you can just find it all under settings. And that's pretty much it. So if you need a refresher, this guide is just available here in this template. And I also included here as an extra this specific Google Drive integration, because if you or your client is using Google Drive to host their content, then the URL that will be copied from your Google Sheets will look something like this, which starts with drive.google.com, which if you open that, that actually doesn't directly link to your video file. And so this node, if I just show it and I open that, it has this specific script where if I execute this step, it will just build that final content URL for you with Google Drive's special syntax. And now if you paste this to your browser, what that will do is download that video file, which was this one for our example, and which should work for Blotato to get that video as well. And as a final reminder, if you're using auto-publishing tools like Blotato or others, and if you're starting, let's say, a new TikTok account or any social account for that matter, it's always important to warm up this account first, or else you run a high risk that that social media platform will shadow ban you and you won't get any views. So if you're curious about that, I talked more about that piece in this video. And here we also have a guide on how to properly warm up your account, which is important if you or your customer is venturing into the content space and want to start earning from views in social. And finally, a couple of attributions. So Sabrina Ramonov, who is the creator behind Blotato, was the one who published these nodes in both n8n and make.com. So if you're into AI and you're not yet following her, then do yourself a favor and start doing that now. She will also be doing a masterclass on content automation and AI avatars within the RoboNuggets community. So if you're part of the group, then make sure to save that in your calendar once we have the details locked in. But it should happen August 15, Friday in UTC. And I also wanted to give a quick shout out to Valix, who created the very first Blotato community node back before community nodes were only open for self-hosted n8n versions. So if you're looking for top-notch community nodes that are not yet in n8n cloud, Valix actually has several just here in this URL. And he also has several high-quality tutorials over at YouTube and is one of the most active contributors and members at the RoboNuggets community. So if you learned something new from this lesson, then feel free to like or subscribe. That helps us a lot so that we can continue creating these lessons for everyone. And if you haven't seen the RoboNuggets community yet, see if that's for you. It's just available in the link below. If you're a beginner, the several lessons in the classroom is probably the one that's most appealing to you. But a lot of our members also post several paid opportunities and partnership collaborations here if you're looking to expand your network, plus start earning with AI. And you can see a preview of all of that just here in our About page. So check that out if that's of any interest and if you want to invest in yourself with learning about one of the most important or probably the most important skill in this decade or even century. But that's it for this one. Hope you got something out of this video. See you guys next time. Thank you.